it doesn't seem to matter which direction you're looking in. Starfleet Academy is taking quantum torpedoes to the face, left, right, and center. The cast are coming out, coping drastically with the humor of the show. But what is probably the most insulting thing, and this goes beyond anything I could say, Nerdrotic could say, Disbrew could say, anyone else could say, Balstrek could say. The most insulting thing about Starfleet Academy is it can't even chart on its own streaming platform. Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. Starfleet Academy, it's just jokes, isn't it? Every single week that an episode comes out now, it just gets ridiculed into oblivion, and there's no defense anywhere of this show. Nobody's actually writing or talking about how great it is, how superb it is. We've had the typical journos go, oh, this show's fun. You know, using those great descriptive terms. They're not exactly saying why or how it fits into Star Trek. In actual fact, the majority of the articles coming from mainstream media now are copes. They are, this is good because it isn't this type of Star Trek, or this is the type of Star Trek that we should be having. You know, in essence, it's got nothing to do with Star Trek. But I've been doing my videos. Everyone else has been doing their videos. And in episode 3, the episode that's just gone, five characters came out as tough, or as some people call it, the LGBT. We had Bully Boy casually in the showers, the co-ed showers, saying how he likes to take it up the wrong un, and then Tig Notaro and Femdom Hadar. Well, guess what? They're a couple as well. And then gay Klingon. You're never gonna guess that gay Klingon is turning out to be a gay Klingon. And then a member of the War College called Kyle has got the big doughball eyes for him as well. Yes, it looks like he wants some kapla on his Friday night. The scripts are utter garbage. The acting is pathetic. It's like some daytime melodrama that's on an abandoned channel in South America, for goodness sake. And the humor. Oh, the humor of the show, or as we like to call it, crap. It's not funny. It's not clever. But apparently one of the cast members, you'll never guess who, Robert Picardo. Every time I go onto his Twitter account, I see whether or not I've been blocked yet. Robert Picardo is once again massively coping with the humor of the show. Robert Picardo took to his X account and said, some on this platform complained that a hashtag Starfleet Academy cadet, quote, swallowing her comm badge is, quote, ridiculous. On behalf of the franchise, it's okay, Robert, you don't talk for the franchise, thank you very much. I wish to apologize for, quote, tribbles, which are, quote, ridiculous. Unless you have a sense of humor, which many at Star Trek fans have. Well, you see, the thing is, Rob, is humor is subjective. And that's the beauty of it. Comedy is subjective. A show like Star Trek, the original series, didn't consistently lean into comedy. There wasn't multiple comedic episodes. They didn't overwhelm the show. Were there moments of levity? Absolutely. Was the Tribble episodes comedic? Absolutely. But it didn't lose its fundamental core in science fiction, an exploration and discovering brave new worlds and finding new civilizations. Whereas Starfleet Academy, you have some fat blob turn up on day one and they've swallowed their combat. That I wouldn't call comedy. I'd call it fucking pathetic. You see, that's just it. You're calling it comedy. People are calling it pathetic, ridiculous, whatever you want to call it, because it is. That somebody that's meant to be part of the best, even though half the female cadets are fat blobs, yet all the male cadets have to be absolutely ripped from head to toe. But don't worry about that. That's just the good old double standards of modernity. It's not funny. It's stupid. And there's a big difference. And it really kind of leans into what the show's trying to do. Are you trying to be a comedy? Because if you're trying to be a comedy, then you're failing. Are you trying to be a hardcore sci-fi show? Well, if you're trying to be that, then you're failing as well. If you're trying to be a bridge between the two, then you're failing at that as well. The show is the joke. The show is the butt of all jokes. Now, Robert, I don't know if you need the cash or whatever it is, but I know that you're clearly desperate for it to go beyond the 2 seasons that it's already been commissioned for. And that's fine. You know, actors got to get paid and all that kind of stuff. But when you go to war with Star Trek fans, particularly the Star Trek fans that are putting food on your table for so many years, stuff like this ain't going to fly. In actual fact, you're going to discover that you're going to lose more fans that you had than gain any. But that's just by the by. The biggest problem that the show has is that it can't even chart on its own bloody streaming service. This is the Paramount Plus top 10 for various different things, movies, TV shows, etc. for January the 25th, 2026, which just so happened to be my birthday. Okay. But the reason I chose January the 25th is because the show's released on Thursday. So Thursday would have been the 22nd, Friday the 23rd, Saturday the 24th, and Sunday the 25th. So that would allow people who maybe didn't get the opportunity to see it Thursday or Friday because of work or commitments or whatever to catch up at the weekend. Guess not. Here's the UK top 10 shows. Number 10, NCIS. 9, Mayor of Kingstown. 8, Tulsa King. 7, Yellowstone. 6, Frasier. 5, SpongeBob. 4, Geordie Shore. God, no wonder the IQ of the UK is tanking. Girl Taken at number 3. Landman number 2. South Park number 1. Not a Starfleet Academy in sight. So what about the US? There's got to be a better showing in the US, you know? The US, after all, is where Paramount Plus decided to exclusively stream the first episode of Starfleet Academy, which was beaten by Gary's Spock doll. Number 10, SpongeBob. Number 9, Criminal Minds. Number 8, Everybody Loves Raymond. Number 7, Mayor of Kingstown. 6, Handsome Devil, the Charming Killer. 5, NCIS. 4, Tulsa King. 3, South Park. 2, UFC. So number 1 has got to be Starfleet. Number 1, Landman. Landman. So, yeah, it didn't even chart, or what I should really say is it couldn't maintain its position in the top 10 after a meager 4 days. You see, when the episode comes out, it tends to hit the number 10 or 9 spot, and then within 2-3 days, it's gone. It's out. It's done. It's dusted. And that just shows how little interest there is in Starfleet Academy. Now, it's been referred to as Star Trek's acolyte, but I would say there was more, not necessarily interest, but there are absolutely more Star Wars fans to give a shit than there are Star Trek fans. Star Trek fans are literally dying out because they are not claiming any new ones. This, whatever it is they're doing today, whether it be Discovery, Section 31, Starfleet Academy, Strange New Worlds, they try to say, but it's got 5 seasons of this and 5 seasons of that. But how long are the seasons? They're less than half of what a regular Star Trek season would have been back in the day when they did 20 up to 26 episodes a season. In other words, they probably got 2 seasons of Star Trek and that was it. And with cheeky little things like Starfleet Academy being commissioned for 2 seasons before they'd even started filming season 1, they did the same with Halo, of course, and what a surprise that died after 2 seasons because, again, Halo was nothing about Halo. And Paramount haven't learnt this lesson. And for all the people that are just like, I hope Paramount buys Warner instead of Netflix, nobody wins in this fight. Paramount is in billions upon billions of dollars of debt. They can't even get basic things right, like the franchises that people love. Netflix, they've got their own problems as well. The best thing that could happen to Warner is it to be sliced up and sold off. That's the best thing. But that's not going to happen. Star Trek is dead is not a meme, it's a reality. It is dead. You can put your shows out, but these wouldn't even manage to exist on network television. That's why they're not there. Because if it was on network television, the ratings would be so poor, it'd have to be cancelled with immediate effect. And like so many things today, so many streaming services today, we just need content. Content. But if you notice, when you go through these top 10s, most of the content that they put on there tend to be from shows of yesteryear that have actually got a body of credible work behind it. Something that Kurtzman Trek's Star Trek will never ever have. I'll see you in the next video. You take care. Goodbye, Global.